Are you looking for MBBS admission in China? You want to apply and you want to know what's the procedure, and you are looking and you are searching how to find the university and how you can verify the university is affiliated with WHO or not, and how to submit your application. Either you should go to like agencies or you should apply by yourself. So in this video I want to cover all these details. So if you are interested to go to China and complete your MBBS. Hello everyone, assalamu alaikum. I'm Sajid, a research scholar in China. Today I'm here at a medical campus of Wuhan University, and I have a friend. Today in this video he will guide us how students can apply for MBBS in China, because he completed his MBBS from China and recently he's doing his masters at Wuhan University, so he has a lot of experience. So I want to know all details. How was his journey to come to China from Pakistan, and how the medical or MBBS in China, and what is overall the life in China. And okay, I'm going to ask him all details because he gave us time today. So first of all, thank you so much, Nadeem Ashraf, brother.
You're welcome.
And first of all, I want to know your introduction, where are you from, and what is your basic education, and how you can come to China, and what's going on in your life.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Nadeem Ashraf, and I'm from Pakistan. And currently, I'm doing my masters in Chongnan Hospital of Wuhan University. That is affiliated hospital. That is belong to Wuhan University, and I'm doing my specialization that is equal to we say here in China we'll say that is master. So first of all, let's turn out that MBBS questions from the Sajid. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your brief introduction. And first of all, I want to know, because he completed his MBBS bachelor's from China. So I want to know from which university and how you apply for China, how the idea comes from, and what what is the procedure to apply in China. So can you please tell me the details about this, because most of the students who want to apply first time, they are facing a lot of difficulties. So either you are going to suggest students they should apply by themselves, or they should apply through agents, or what should be the procedure, and what was your journey?
Honestly, I was 2017. I first time came to China and I applied through agency, because that time I has not that experience to apply through online, and they have some paperwork, like agency will help you to communicate with the university and everything document. You have to just give your transcription like high school or intern your inter transcript and all the details about what you are got there in during your FSC, and also the one important thing, they will just check your the first division in your FSC. And it's not in India you have to NEET, or in USA like MCAT. But for China, you just need some, a simple basic interview. They, when you go to Islamabad embassy, they will ask you some, basic question about interview, about your background, who is, giving you this, financial support for your MBBS career. So for me, that time I just, do everything by agency. But for sure, I want to give the, better suggestion to the people. I think you better apply online, because everything is transparent if you do by online by yourself. But if you go through agency, they will give you some overview, like it's a beautiful university or overall a WHO listed. But first thing you must have to remember, that is your university you are going to study first is recognized from WHO first. Second, you have to check the city, how is the weather over there, how is the city is big or small, and one another thing, you must from second question you have to choose, because if you go to big city like Shanghai, Beijing, or Guangzhou, the living allowance you have to be like more expensive. But if you go to smaller city, fees university fees is less, and it's affordable, and you can also just spend $200 to $300 every month for your living allowance. So you have to be clear, you have to understand first how much you spend every month, and your university fee is important. And I will just suggest, if you want to come to do MBBS in China, I suggest all the student, please first confirm your university is WHO listed.
Affiliated with
Because after you get your MBBS degree, you go back your home country, they will embassy, Pakistani embassy will check your degree, which university is it, WHO listed, MO listed university or not. There is a big mark over there, so red flag is there, agency will say it's WHO listed. First I will ask you, just go by the university portal, go to their website, check is WHO listed. But Wuhan University is top ranking university in China. I suggest everybody to come to the if they want to get admission, just contact with Sajid or contact me through my Instagram or Facebook. I also run my the company name is Sinonova. We have 51 universities, and we guide student free of cost, and we just join you can join our company, and we guide you how you can by online you can apply for this journey. Okay.
Thank you so much for like brief introduction. So guys, be careful about that when you are applying for like China, or you are going through like agencies or whatever, because they will tell you they just want to charge and they will give you admission. They will not confirm everything. So confirm by yourself either the university is affiliated or is in the list of WHO or not. Otherwise later on you will be stuck, or it will be difficulties for you in your career. So take care of this. And there are two ways if you are going to apply, as he mentioned through agencies. But I saw in China that most of the universities are affiliated with some agencies. You can apply through agencies because after completing your intermediate, so many students don't know how to apply. So they are going through agencies and they pay them I met some students here at Wuhan University, they even paid $2,000 to get admission for MBBS in Wuhan University. But the other option, you can apply by yourself. We can guide. I will add his contact details in the description of this video. So you can contact them and they will guide you, and we will design or we will record more videos how you can apply by yourself. And I already recorded some video and already posted in my channel. You can check. It's a really simple procedure if you want to apply by yourself. So the second question is like, so many students wants to come to China under scholarships, for like they want to complete or they want to pursue their bachelor's MBBS under scholarships.
Under scholarship. Okay.
So I know some friends they apply through, in Pakistan they apply through HEC, type A, CSC scholarship type A. So can you please guide students if they want to apply through scholarships, what is the procedure? Either is there any other scholarships, how they can apply, what kind of scholarships are available for MBBS? Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, he told us like about the HEC. Some student came to China to do their MBBS under scholarship. So there is a two program that is everybody know. The one is like Chinese government scholarship, CSE scholarship, and the second one is China Belt Road Program scholarship. And some student, their score is so high in FSC, and like they have A grade score, they just go through HEC. It's like a higher commission center in Pakistan. They will check the student grades, but it's so low ranking to be accepted for this scholarship. But in China mostly student came like self, like they will pay their self fee. There is no any specific scholarship for the MBBS student. they're just like HEC way, like scholarship A by HEC, but there is one condition in there also. For if you want to come to China to do the MBBS under scholarship, there is a in Chinese program. You can came in Chinese program. The student who came to do MBBS in China through HEC, their compulsory language is Chinese. They first start everything in Chinese. But when we came here, or other student, they came through agency, or some student apply online, they are they pay self fee, everything they pay by themselves, and they came into the English medium, like MBBS. So this is a very important point you must guys have to remember. If you are coming to China, first two things you must have to remember. Like you are coming to China, first you must have to understand that you must have to learn Chinese. That is very important. From the first day to the end of your journey of the MBBS, you must have to learn Chinese, because if you can't learn Chinese, please don't choose China. I suggest a lot of students, because if some student just came to China, if there are like colleges in English medium, yes, you can come to like you don't learn too much Chinese is okay. But when you are like going to internship in the hospital, the patient, they are all Chinese, they just speak Chinese, you can't communicate with them in English, right? So this is the point when you stuck there in the hospital, and when your supervisor or your other teachers will talk everything in Chinese and you don't understand, right? So must understand that if you want to come to China, first year you must have to learn Chinese, and you must have to pass HSK 4 for compulsory. This is a new policy this year. Every student must have to pass HSK 4 for their first year, and then they study medicine 4 year, and then 1 year internship. As you know that some students, they choose internship, go back their home country to do the internship. Some they choose in China. So if you really want to stay in China and you want to continue your master or PhD, then you must remember, like you must have to learn Chinese and pass HSK 6 or 5. So that's my suggestion.
So it's really important information for you guys. If you are going to apply through CSCA type scholarship, this scholarship is for Chinese taught programs. Like your MBBS will be in Chinese language, so you have to learn everything in Chinese. Be careful about that, because it's going to be a difficult task, because when you are first time come to China from your country, and Chinese is totally different language. Maybe some students are learning Chinese in their home country, so you can think about that. But if you are going to apply for type A, like through your Chinese embassy in your country, or if you are applying for Pakistan, like HEC, under HSC, maybe you can get scholarship, because I know it's really competitive. You have to go through USA test, then if your scores will be good, then some students will be selected. But still, another red flag is you have to learn everything in Chinese language.
Yeah.
So take care of this. But if you will come to China on self-finance base, yeah, there is an English taught program, but as he mentioned, in the first year you have to pass HSK 4. And it's not important for China, it's really important for you, because you are doing MBBS. If you don't understand Chinese, you cannot communicate with patients, you cannot communicate in hospital, you cannot communicate during your internships. So it's really important. Before applying to China, take care of these things. You are going to learn Chinese, and you are going to suffer 5 years, then you will be called doctor in China. So one more question about if you are doing MBBS from China, when you will go back to your country, like us, Pakistan, there is one additional test you have to qualify. Just briefly discuss that.
Okay. Now we will talk about the some student just came to China to do their MBBS, and in China, MBBS is like everything is depend upon yourself. Like some teacher, their English level is not that high. They just will focus on academic the classes. They will just teach you medicine like in a PPT or PDF way, right? But in Pakistan, criteria is totally different. When you go back Pakistan, you have to pass that NLE, Pakistani PMDC exam. So make sure, if you want to come to China, you have to be, because in China is not like USA, like there are some consular, some courses like teamwork, and they will teach you how to focus on your future career to pass this license exam, like PLAB or USMLE or Pakistani PMDC. So make sure, if you want to come to China to do your MBBS, you must have to focus on your future career.
Yeah.
Because here nobody will teach you the counseling. There is no counseling here in like USA or in Pakistan. You have to be proactively prepared for your future medical science exam, like NLE exam. So make sure, if you came to China and you want to pursue your MBBS degree, make sure you just don't go like a Chinese way. You have to do two things. One is self-discipline, and second one is self-discipline and self-motivation. These two things, self-discipline and self-motivation, these two things. Because self-discipline, if you have, you will continue step by step. You will proactively prepared everything, not like us, because many people don't teach us that time. And now I got experience, like I am been in China like 8 years. I got lot of experience. Just go and follow your seniors who is studying in China doing MBBS. Don't go through agency. Follow them, contact with them. The student who is very much focused on their future career, follow them, work with smart people. And two things just be under your control, and that is self-discipline, self-motivation.
What about the test? If
And
you're going back.
if you going back to your country, like in Pakistan, some like Middle East country, they don't have that exam. Some countries have required their licensing exam, but some Middle East country they don't require. But for Pakistan, must required. You must have to, after your 5 years. Actually, the MBBS is not 5 years; it's like 6 years.
6 years.
1 year is in Chinese. Like you have to learn Chinese, pass HSK 4, then 4-year medicine, and then the last year, 6th year, you also pay that internship fees for half fees, and you have to pursue your internship, and that required HSK 4 or even HSK 5. Some university required. So when you go to university, you must focus on the hospital is affiliated hospital or not. This is also the main point, because in the future your career belong to your affiliated hospital, where you are actually real learning will start there in the hospital, not in the theory and not in the books. The applied medicine and clinical procedures is like totally different from books when you go to hospital.
So guys, you have to be careful. Like if I talk about Pakistan, when you will complete your MBBS in China, when you go back to your country, you have to qualify the exam, license exam, and from some other countries, it is also requirement. So this is another important point. So it was his journey when he first time came to China. It is same for everyone, because when we come to China in 2019, it was a big language barrier, and really I can't eat food. But of course you have to understand, because China is totally different culture if we compare it with our countries. So it's totally different, but yeah, with time you will be used to, and I think with time you will start your enjoy your life in China. So don't worry too much, but you have to think other like details when you are coming for MBBS or undergraduate programs. You are going to be like self-sponsored. You have to pay money, and you have how much you can spend for your daily life, and then you have to pay university fees. Maybe some like agents will lie to you how much you have to pay fees. Yeah. So be careful about that. And once you will come here, maybe after 6 months, 2 semesters, 1 year, you will be used to, and you will continue your life. It's really okay. Human are really flexible, so it will be okay for you. So it was all about his bachelor's, and currently he's doing his master's from one of the top universities in China, Wuhan University. So, and he's doing master's under CSC scholarship. So I want to know that how to apply that for CSC scholarship masters, and why you decided master, because you are already doctor, MBBS doctor. So why you decided to go for masters again and carry on to study in China? So could you please?
Okay. Thank you so much, Sajid, for asking me this, very important questions, like why you choose China, like top university for doing my master. The first of all, when I completed my MBBS, I went to hospitals and I met a lot of scholars, researcher. They didn't just finish their MBBS. Some are, specialization in something like specific field, because MBBS is Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, right?
Yeah.
But when you get this MBBS degree, you start compare with other, and you will feel like, why should I be a like assistant doctor whole life? Then there is another idea appear in your mind. You don't want to be a simple just MBBS doctor. You must want to be a after MBBS you want specialization in general surgery, like I'm doing specialization in general surgery, and head, like the neck area, and the chest and stomach area I all cover. I did a lot of surgery here in our Chongnan Hospital of Wuhan University. Is one of the top tier hospital in Wuhan, and there is a lot of things you have to learn. And the two things like why I choose master in China. First, when I went back to Pakistan, I went to hospital and I checked, they are just by physically examination, they just recommend medicine to the patient. They even don't know what the patient is actually got the disease or infection or something, because they are just physically based, the prognosis. They check you and they will give you some medicine, and that medicine is harmful to your body, right? But in China is like prognosis is like research based, not like clinical base. In Pakistan, when you go to hospital, the doctor will check, and he will ask you some simple question like symptoms, what which place you are feel pain. But in China is like a research base. There are many tests you have to take, and there is a big team, oncologist, radiologist, pathologist, so they all will make a one meeting for the patient to discuss their prognosis or their symptoms, and they goes through step by step to find the core disease, like which main things they got this disease. So that time I was like impressed. Why in Pakistan is different? Because in Pakistan about 40% diagnosis is wrong. 40% diagnosis in Pakistan is wrong, because that is clinical base. But in China is research base, and research is very important. Research is very important for good doctor, because when you get your MBBS degree, you are not just only for your country, your hometown and in small town doctor. You are going to make a major impact in the world health science. You will do more research. You will understand what actually the drugs do to your body, what drugs do to your body. This is an interaction in pharmacology will you study in the future, and research is important. So that's why at that time I got accepted in 3 top universities. One is Wuhan University, second is Sichuan University, third is Tongji University Shanghai. And if you want to apply for master degree in China, there is 2-3 kind of scholarship. One is China Belt Road Program scholarship, second is Chinese government scholarship.
So guys, now he's doing his master's at Chongnan Hospital, Wuhan University, and he's doing his master under CSC scholarship. So CSC scholarship must well known for you. It's one of the top scholarships in the world. So if you want to apply for Wuhan University for masters, for like medical CSC scholarship is available, so you should must consider it. And next, or maybe we can finalize it because the video is going to be too long. So right now, how is like difference between your bachelor's life and master's life, and what is your future plan, what do you want to do? So could you please share this, and maybe you can conclude with some good suggestions to our viewers who are going to come to China for like MBBS.
Okay, first of all, if you really want to do master in China, and if we talk about future plans, I think if you like you want to make money in China, first you have to pass HSK 6.5 compulsory, and you will be, if you are good in Chinese, then you can pursue your master degree in China, under the supervision of your good supervisor, right? So you have to be very wisely choose the university. Hospital is so important when you choose, and your supervisor is the key. When you want to do your master in China, first know about your supervisor. Ask some department people, some student who already graduated under his supervision. You have to ask them, this supervisor English is good or not, because even though your Chinese is good, but medical Chinese and simple Chinese is different. So you must make sure when you choose your supervisor is very wisely. And if you want to do want to come to China to do master under CSE scholarship, you have to very high grade score from your all MBBS 6 year, like you have a good reputation in China, because they know everything about every student. They are so smart. So if your Chinese is good, your MBBS score is good, your behavior in China is good, you have no any illegal thing you do in China, and you have clear like past 6 year, like you clear everything you done very well. So then you will get the CSE scholarship, right? It's very competitive in Wuhan University, because I'm the one Pakistani who is getting this CSE scholarship in 2023, so this is very competitive. So if you really want to do master, make sure this question is clear in your mind. And then we will talk about future. There's two kind of direction for your future. If you really want to master in China, you can save some money during your these 3 years, because you have CSE scholarship, that is enough money. And you make sure you are have some save some money, and that money you can use that money to pass some PLAB exam for UK, USMLE for USA, or you can also pass DHA for Dubai exam, or you can also apply to pass the Saudi Arabia exam. Middle East countries are good tax-free countries, and you have a future career is like very broad, and have to be very carefully and be proactive. And self-discipline, self-motivation, I already told you, nobody will tell you, only I am here to tell you. If you have some other question, you can ask below this video. We will give you answer step by step. And in China, there is two way, second way is, this is the one way. If you want to do your master, you will be good in research, your CV improve, and your name is in the research world, and that is very important for good doctor. Not only you are just in the hospital, you are helping patient, but you must be good in research, because if you are good in research, you will be the must top tier doctor. But if you are not good in research, maybe you are do a lot of things in hospital, like prognosis is not that good, because you are not that time after MBBS you are not that broad minded. After you go to the research world, you will know what is this, like it's totally different. MBBS and specialization in China, if your Chinese is good, you will understand what is like in our country is clinical, and there is research base is totally different. So that is good for patient, you must understand. So second way, I will we'll finish this video. Second way is, you can get your master degree if you think like back home, your your career is not that good, you can't make much money. Like in Pakistan, 1 lakh or 2 lakh is not enough for 1 month, because if you are living out from your house, that 1 lakh or 2 lakh is too expensive. You already able to spend that money outside, right? So if you want to do, your master in China, after master you can also get a good job in China. And two route for to getting good job in China, if your Chinese is good, like HSK 6 level. One route is you can be a supervisor in some medical university, like in like in small cities, not like, because they this time they require PhD level.
Yeah.
But if you did specialization in good score in good Chinese, and your like overall academics is so good, and your everything you finish very well, and you have good Chinese, then you can apply for your career will be like two ways. One is doctor ways, and second is supervisor. You can be a supervisor in some university, and that the income 1 month is like much higher as compared to Pakistan, because they starting salary in China for supervisor is like 13,000 to 15,000, and under 30, so it's like under 30,000, so that is equal to Pakistani, like from starting 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 10 lakh to 15 lakh per month. They will give you a place for live, and insurance, everything is free, and visa free, everything you will get free. So there is two way, like one is doctor way, and second is you can be a supervisor in China. And the second way is like that is too hard. If you can be like that way, if you are like me, very open, and want to intimate with a different project, like some companies in Yiwu or in Guangzhou or Shenzhen, you can do your own business if your Chinese is good, right? This is the way you can do business. You can use some apps, you can buy online and sell online. You will do make a lot of money. This is a business way. And second is also, after you do your master degree, you can use your high CV, one is in Chinese and one is in English, apply to the top tier medical companies in China, who is already established before 10 or 20 years before. They like from Singapore or Germany, some from USA. They are in different cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen. They will give you 20,000 salary for 1 month. 20,000, that is equal to Pakistani 8 or 9 lakh per month starting salary. If your Chinese is good and your English is good, you just have to do like you have to introduce their equipment, like medical equipment, like some instrument or some aesthetic some instrument that you are going to use in the surgeries. You just have to make like advertisement for their customer from all over the world, because you can, one side your Chinese is good, you can communicate with the company members, and the second your English is good, you can talk with the world, you can attract customer for them. So that is a good way. So you make sure, one is doctor way, second is you can use that money to prepare another country exam and move
Other country.
third one is you can be a supervisor, right, in China. And the fourth way is you can be a businessman. Fifth way is just find some medical company and start your journey with your work or job. Thank you so much.
So this is all about his journey and his future dreams, what he's going to do, and how his life was in China. So the most important points which I have taken from your conversation, like the first one, if you are planning to come to China, you have to learn Chinese language. Otherwise, you are going to be in trouble,
Yeah.
or your future will be insecure. So this is all information about how to pursue your MBBS in China and what kind of things you need to be careful. And in the last, I want to really thank you to Dr. Nadeem Ashraf, who share really insights with us, and I will carry on this kind of videos. If you are interested, just subscribe my channel and stay connected. Until the next video, stay safe. Bye bye.